What's up? You know you're from Florida when you can eat a grapefruit like this, okay? So I'm coming on here trying to address something. Give it some thought. I was talking to my sister and some other people as well about, you don't even have to talk about it. They'll bring it up. And you can participate in the conversation. And the conversation is about pro-life. So, with that in mind, what happens is, first of all, you want to keep the peace. You don't want to argue over a passion that you have about pro-life or anything. But you rather want to learn something from the person that's trying to talk to you. Even though I've heard my body, my uterus, and a man isn't going to tell me what to do. I've heard it all. Drove by a park here in town where they were rallying for abortions, and they were mad over the Roe versus Wade, however you say all that, when that happened. They were getting quite angry in the crowd. One lady had a poster with hangers on it that she was going to abort her baby, or had heard that you could die from doing that, and people need to have a legal choice of the proper operation to abort a child. It's interesting to me how they call it abortion when it's actually murder. I'm not saying in every situation that you should kill a child. I just want real talk. The real talk is it's a life. The real talk is for people that are Christians or nature people, people that believe in just the productive system or anything. Whatever you believe in, you have that right. But there's laws. Especially when you see, like, if you shoot a moose in Colorado, you got to go to prison. But you can kill a baby, and there's no time. A lot of things are protected. Big gopher turtles in Florida, very protected. But human life isn't. So when you get on this perspective side and you look at what people are trying to say, before you judge them, before you say, oh, it's a woman's body, it's my uterus, and you ain't going to tell me what to do. I think that there needs to be understanding that not everybody going in 31 flavors is going to order chocolate. It's like that. It's pretty simple. What happens is I want to respect people that believe that it's, their choice to do what they want with their body. But I'm going to get on here and I'm going to tell you something right now. What happens is I have like this pulling that pulls inside of me that wants to be a voice, that wants to listen to what is being created by God. It's my choice to believe in God. It's my choice to believe in creation. It's my choice to believe that many, 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 many children were murdered and killed with the name abortion. People need to hear both sides. People have to understand that no matter what you say, they don't believe in abortions. It's not like they're telling you what to do. They're talking about life. So it does get personal when people have a belief and they have that right? Don't they have the right to believe that creation and a human being inside of a person for 9 months is more or less like a hotel? That it's not like, that the kid's going to be in your stomach for life. You have other options. You can adopt a child out. Many wonderful parents out there that can't have children, okay? It's the point that we need to use contraceptives. We need to think clear. Do I want to, I respect people that have vasectomies, that don't want any children anymore or don't want any at all. Because they know themselves, they're not going to be in a position where they're going to make a choice for a human life to stop that heart, break that little embryo up, tear apart its brains, and it's pretty brutal. You know, it's very brutal. And then that decision, you just, you know, took a life out. You don't know what that life could have done. And it didn't have any rights where a moose does. And a turtle, or things that are on the earth, animals. So when you look at it like that, and you try to understand the other logic of a human life that's in a body, okay, that didn't ask to come, didn't have any choices, but it was that person's choice to do what they did to develop a child. Not everybody that's pregnant's raped. Not every person that's pregnant is because of incest. And if you think that, and you think that it's okay, it's not. There's too many people that are fighting for this small little voice that isn't even a voice. So what we do is we respect other people, and we try to understand. Now, for me, I don't think that you can kill a soul, because a soul doesn't have a body. That's what I believe. I believe that, you know, tragedies happen in life, but you'll never replace a soul or that person, you know. So then we get to go into the spirit realm, okay? So as far as pro-life goes, I'm a pro-lifer. I think there's different situations where a mother, you know, the baby's injured inside, maybe completely disabled, things like that. I think that we should have a choice for that. But I think that for people to just get abortions and abortions and abortions, and especially, I've heard a lot of people talk about it that are black. I've heard a lot of black people come on and say, look, you're killing our race. They're not for it. And I want to hear their voice. I want to hear their voice. I want to hear how they feel about, you know, I could be tied in that, you know, black people aren't going to do anything with their life. Let's just, you know, take them out. A lot of different things you have to think about, you know. Kind of like Hitler, he killed a lot of people, didn't think that their lives mattered. Once you start thinking and getting a little bit deep in the water, you might want to swim up and take a breath and say, wait a minute, let me think this over. This is making some sense here, how other people feel. Like I said, people with college degrees, they can go really deep. They're educated. They've got a lot of teachings on things that briefly people that don't have any degrees just really don't tap on. Now, that takes a lot for me to say. You want to know why? Wisdom tells me things. God tells me things and reveals things. But people that actually have gone to college, they know about the bodies, they know about a child, its nerves, if they can feel it. I respect these people, okay? But as far as me, I'm a pro-lifer. I believe that life is life. I believe that it's not cool to do that. And I'm going to stand up for that. And I'm thankful that they passed that law where that's not happening anymore. And that people, if you even have a thought that you don't want a baby and you would use a hanger to kill a child or anything like that, there's some issues going on you need to address, okay? So it's Miss Cool coming on here talking about abortions and life and people having the right to make the choice. Of course, people have the right to make the choice. But here they are. I have the right to make the choice whether to have sex or whether to kill. So make the choice, will you? Be responsible. Be accountable. I had a baby young. It was hard, but I did it. And it was okay. I made it through it. And I always think about the person that would regret that, right? Or feel forced that they did it. You know, there isn't a park you wouldn't ride by and see a child swinging in a swing and think, wow, wonder what life would have been like if I'd have had another choice. So having a freedom of choice to have an abortion or not, it sounds really good, right? As an American, you know, we should be able to do that, right? But it's life. And it's living. It's not dead. If it's dead, we have an abortion, the DNC, and we clean things out. But a heart is beating. And no matter what you think, there's a soul attached to it as well. So it's Miss Cool coming on here telling you the good things about pro-life, the good things about people that stand up for life, that are out in front of abortion clinics, that don't understand that you'll go to jail for the rest of your life if you kill a moose, or you'll do a long time. That they have rights, but a child doesn't. So think about those things today before you judge people that are against abortion. It's Miss Cool saying, peace. Have a grapefruit.